in the Holocaust. It's the second Holocaust.
All my family has been killed in Palestine.
Free Palestine because from us.
For 75 years. 75 years.
It's the second Holocaust.
No. You
don't know your
Get over it.
Praise the Lord. Look the baby. Ja, maar ik snap het niet.
Deze soort van zo garanderen dat in de media
tegen te houden. Dat is niet zo. Maar dat gaan wij ook niet accepteren. Dus we gaan...
Wilt u dat de groep uit elkaar gevallen?
Daar is een demonstratie aangevraagd en als eerste.
Ja, en we gaan nu lopen.
Zouden we daar om 10 uur zijn?
Dan stuurt maar de ME hier naartoe, we gaan lopen. Ja, en dan gaan wij... Ja, nog 2 minuten.
Nee, maar laat even
redelijk. Zij slagen erin om deze vreedzame demonstratie te torpederen. Dat is oneerlijk. Wij proberen hun ook niet te torpederen.
Daar gebeurt dit oneerlijk. Maar dus daarom gaan wij...
En wij waren er zelfs ook eerder.
Ga nou even die 5 minuten, nee niet 5 minuten, maar over 5 minuten gaan we lopen. Ja, over 5 minuten gaan we lopen. Ja, echt waar. Dan stuurt u maar de ME hier naartoe.
Nathan, we gaan gewoon lopen.
Nee, wacht, Ramona komt weer.
Oké. Klaar, 5 minuten, 5 minuten.
De groep gaat al lopen.
5 minuten. Nou. Hey, daar. Zo, bij elkaar blijven.
Ik zie jullie, top. Heel veel nul weten.
Freedom! Bring them home! 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 We love Israel! 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 En bouwen?
Die zijn ook gevaarlijk.
Ja, nee, ik ben אתה מכבה אותם בינתיים לך?
באמת, אם נראה שאין זה אז כן. You like to walk one? And where are you guys from?
Bring them home! 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 Now! 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 Now!
I did interview.
זהו, סגר איתי להתראיין, הוא אמר לי לשבת. לא, הוא אמר, הוא עשה עם אחותי, הוא לא צריך.
את רוצה להתראיין? כבר התראיינה. You haven't interviewed him, Ruth? His
No,
brother
no.
is in Gaza.
Okay, you speak English, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, if you speak a bit louder, so just we do it on mic. So if you kindly tell us why you are here today.
Very simple. I'm here to show my brother's face and tell the world that all is not just a name and a number. He's a real person with real family, and he was abducted by Hamas. He had to witness his wife being murdered in front of his eyes. He has a 2-year-old son waiting for him at home. And I want the world to know that his life matters as well.
How long you haven't seen your brother? For how long? Like, how many days?
98 days.
98 days. So how was the feeling when you first signed up? Were you there or you are living somewhere else outside?
No, I'm not from there. He wanted to go to a music festival with his wife and had to witness her being murdered in front of him, before being abducted into the tunnels of Gaza by monsters.
How do you feel today there is a case going on in the ICJ saying that Israel government is committing genocide?
He can't even start to explain how ridiculous those accusations are. People are talking about what Israel is doing, but Hamas is committing crimes against humanity every day that my brother and the rest of the hostages are there, and no one is talking about it. So I'm here to raise this voice, the voice of the hostages.
Can you please explain your first name, last name, and age?
Yes, I'm Michael Levy, Michael, Levy, Levy, and I'm 41.
And where do you live?
In Genocide, Israel.
In Israel. So you were not with your brother when he was kidnapped?
No, I was at home when I heard when he was there. He was missing for 8 days, the worst 8 days of my life. I had to do everything in order to find out what happened to him. I watched horrible videos of horrible crimes that Hamas committed, people being murdered and kidnapped and butchered. And
just hope safe recovery of your brother.
By the way, if you want, there's something called VR, virtual reality. You can put on glasses and see everything that happened there with your own eyes. And you can also say to the microphone what you're seeing if you want. It's over there.
No,
it's very
that doesn't
interesting.
come in the camera.
Yeah, it can. Okay.
Thank you so much,
You're welcome.
brother. Thank you. best. Aaron Barak.
Ik sta als een standbeeld, sta ik hier zo. Mooi hè? Want ik wil gewoon geen vlaggestok houden. Ja, nee, ik blijf de hele nacht staan. Ik heb een duw wat er deed. Morgen ophalen. Ja, is goed. Ben je alleen? Oh ja. Ik kan het even hier halen. Het is nog niet mee, hè? Voor de rest heb ik eigenlijk geen bekend meer. Ja, is goed.
Oog voor. Wilt u even een foto van ons maken? Oh, nu heeft de eye for picture of us? Ja? No problem. I understand. Yeah, good. No, it's a good job. Thank you.
Daniels, kijk! Hoeveel snee! Wissel, ja, lekker man. Ja, dan.
I'm still just sort of
So it's still live, huh? Kind of gives us some stuff to do. A bit of a walk? Huh? Good. Yeah, I've already lost 6 kg. In just a week. Because of the sickness, yeah. I can't believe it. 6 kg. I would love to get sick again. Another 6 and that will be fine.
Ernst, wil je dit? Oh, je wife. So, where you're based where? Zionists here! We don't want no Zionists here! Say it loud, say it clear! Say it loud, say it clear! We don't want no Zionists here! We don't want no Zionists here! Say it loud, say it clear! We don't want no Zionists here! Free Palestine! Free
So your question, since 1948, they've been oppressing the Palestinians. 1948 is the year of independence of Israel. It's 1947. In 1947, the UN tried to make a resolution to divide Israel and Palestine. Hold on. No, I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. You asked a question, I answered. Okay, so hold on. So there was a UN partition. I have a question for you. No, stop.
I have a question for you. I have a question.
Say it loud, say it clear. You don't want to discuss with me. You don't want to talk.
Say it clear.
Why not talk? Let's talk this out. Let's talk like human beings. We're both human beings.
Say it clear. We don't want no Zionists here. Say it loud, say it clear.
We don't want no Zionists here.
Say it loud, say it clear.
I just want
we
you
don't
to
want
talk.
no Zionists here.
Just talk to me.
Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. I don't talk to Zionists. We don't talk to Zionists.
Why not?
Because Zionists kill people.
That's not exactly true, is it?
Government has the strongest army in the world.
That's
What
not
are you
true.
about talking?
No, see, why is this telling me lies? Why is this telling me lies? Talk to me. You ask me a question, let me answer you. You ask a question, let me answer you. As a Jew in the Netherlands, let me answer you. Let me answer you. Let me answer you. You ask me a question. Come talk to me. Come talk to me like a human being. I'm just a human being. You're just a human being. We just want to talk, right? So let's talk.
Are you religious? Are you religious?
No, let's talk.
I'm a religious Muslim. Are you religious Jews?
Let's talk.
I have no problem to talk.
Okay, the only people holding us back from talking
my
are the
opinion-
people around us. The only people stopping us from having peace are those around us. You see this? It's only those around us.
In my opinion, Eunice, nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you too.
I want to answer.
Yeah.
It's a legitimate question.
Okay.
What about the oppression of the Palestinians? It's a legitimate question. It's a fair question, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I see what's happened in the past from 1947 onwards as a failure of the UN to do its job. Okay? The UN partition plan in 1947 called for a division of the land. Should the land be divided? Not really, in my opinion. I think we should live together as one people. Let's live together.
Yeah.
Let's live together as a people, right? In peace, in love, in kindness to one another. And it's possible. I think it's possible.
It was so long that people in Palestine, Muslim, Christian, Jewish people, were living together in peace. And now you can see this.
That's partially true.
One moment. Now you can see this also in Germany, in other countries of the world. The Jewish, Muslim, Christian people are living together. The Jewish people are going in the streets and are saying that the government in Israel, the right government in Israel, have not the right to do this massacre and the genocide on the Palestinian people. The Palestinian people, one moment, the Palestinian people have no problem with the Jewish people. I don't have a problem with you. And it's a problem that because of the media and the political people, the problem from Palestine, Israel, outside is coming to Germany, it's coming to Netherlands, it's coming to all other countries. It's not okay that you and me I have a conflict because of the history since hundreds of years, and I don't know, you don't know me, but we know the facts today. We know the fact that Israel now is an apartheid regime.
Okay. What is apartheid?
No, you don't.
You say apartheid regime. I'm trying to understand what you mean by apartheid, because clearly
people in Palestine, people in Israel.
Your definition of apartheid is not the same as mine. Apartheid, it means institutionalized racism. It means that the institution of government and law states that you have to be racist against a people by another people.
And what?
So hold on. For example, South Africa. The apartheid from South Africa was of the whites onto the blacks. The blacks were being aparted, right? They were being held away. They were told, you're not part of the white society, you're less than the white society. That's apartheid. What we see in Israel currently, if you've ever gone to Israel, I invite you to, please come and see it for yourself. Israel has nowhere in its books.
You know, better
Let me answer you, please, so that we can have a conversation. I lived in Israel for 7 years. I have Arab Israeli friends. I have Muslim friends, also in the Netherlands. That's not to say that I'm not racist.
Why you are standing here today?
Because I personally believe that to get peace, we have to leave the UN behind altogether. The Palestinians and the Israelis. We need to leave the UN behind, because the UN has been taken over by people that want to control the world. And we know, both of us know, we're just...
So you are against the UN or you are against your government?
You, me, we're just normal people, right? You just try to work, make a living, to provide for your family, right? Me too. I'm just a man trying to provide for my family. Look at my fingers. You see this? I'm a hard-working man. Hold on.
That's a problem.
Wait. Let me answer your question.
The topic is.
Let me answer your question. I will answer your question. Okay. There's a bill. So, let's go back to this, right? If we want to live in peace, what we need to do is to push away the people that are trying to gain control over the situation. It's quite simple.
Who are the people?
I agree with you that Netanyahu is not the best thing for Israel. I agree. Okay? But I also would like to state to you, Israel is not an apartheid state.
And why are people in Israel, Palestinian Israel people in Israel, have not the same rights than Jewish people in Israel?
Let me answer your question.
They have not the same right to do the same work, to study, to have their own opinion, have their own opinion in political things. They are afraid of saying their opinion in the public, for example.
Hold on. Is this in the West Bank and Gaza, right? You're talking about Palestinians not being able to live in the same way, not having the same rights as Israelis.
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Do you as a German citizen have the same rights as me as a Dutch citizen by the Dutch government? You're German, right?
Yeah, I'm German.
So if you come to the Netherlands, does the Netherlands give you... Hold on, this is the question. If you come to the Netherlands, do you get the same rights as me as a Dutch person?
I get... Yes, because of as a human, has rights.
Human rights.
Human rights.
That's basic, right?
Okay.
So
I have human rights.
Basic human rights. Everybody
to live,
to
work.
Yes.
To educate myself. That I have a work.
Beautiful.
Okay, but the people in Israel have not the right like human rights. Palestinian people have no human rights for the Israel government. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that all the Israeli people are against Palestine, or that all the Israeli people are supporting the apartheid. But the government is an apartheid state, or it's a government. That's true. That's true.
Okay.
And what are you saying? What are you saying? No. You want to leave the topic. What are you saying about the more than 30,000 people who were killed through the?
It's terrible. It's a tragedy.
Okay. And why are you not? Why you are not staying with me? Why you are not staying with me? One question. When you are saying, one moment. When you are saying it's terrible, why you are not staying with me at this side?
Okay. Is it?
When you want peace, I was going to you. We were walking here. I was coming to you. You coming to me.
Yes.
So why we were not?
Human beings having a conversation.
Why you were not going?
Look at this, people. This is how you do it. You have a conversation. You go to one another and you ask, "What is it on your mind? Why are we fighting about this? You don't go and yell at each other, free this, and Am Yisrael. It doesn't help. It doesn't help. So let me ask you this. 30,000 people got killed, right?
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's a tragedy. Would you agree with me that 100 people being held hostage is also terrible?
So
it's terrible, right?
Do you know what your problem is? Do you know what the problem is? Do you know what the problem is? Do you know what the problem is?
It's both horrible, right? Two things can be true at the same time.
It's
Two
horrible.
things can
It's
be true
horrible.
at the same
In
time.
my religion, nobody is allowed to kill somebody else. In my religion.
Murder. You're not allowed to murder. Killing is a whole different thing.
It's not allowed. To killing murder is not allowed. Not allowed. And nobody of the Palestinian people is saying yes. The people in Israel are animals. Yes, we have to kill the children. We have to kill their mothers. They are no worse. We have to bomb Gaza, and we want to live in Gaza. The problem is Israel is want to colonize Palestine, and the problem is
what is colonization?
No.
I'm asking. I'm just asking what your definition is.
I'm not dumb. I know what you. I know what you want to do. You want to switch situation.
No, I'm trying to understand what you mean.
You want to switch pages.
If I don't know what
you are
you're
intelligent people. You can't communicate and you can manipulate so good. You see the cameras that are filming us, and I think you are not.
So let's walk away from the cameras.
You are not
you
honest
and me,
today.
You and me, Eunice. Let's go talk.
Let's
go sit in a cafe.
Let's go.
I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to.
We are going
I'm
here,
not allowed
on
to.
This side.
They told me I can't. They told me, no, look at me. They told me, a Dutch person with a Dutch flag on a Dutch street, that I'm not allowed to. Because I'm part of this demonstration. And it's ridiculous, right? You and me, we're just two human beings. Let's go sit at a cafe, have a cup of coffee, and talk about this. And see what you and me can agree on. Because I think you and me can agree on one thing. You and me can agree on right.
Okay.
I want to ask, can you and me agree that any human suffering is bad?
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. I think that's where we should leave it.
But
let's exchange numbers. No, seriously. Let's exchange numbers and go talk.
Put your flag down.
Why? This one, the Dutch one?
Okay, then come with me on this side.
No.
When you are against murdering, when you are against killing people.
If I take this off, then I'm against my own religion. And if I leave this on and I go
the
there,
Palestinian people. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. The Palestinian people have no problem with Jewish people. I have in Germany.
Let's go try it.
In Germany,
I love that.
in Germany, a lot of Jewish people. Yeah, come together.
And I'm here against all the motherfuckers who touch next here. So many straight next to touch next. From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Netanyahu, Don't you cry.
viva Palestina! Viva, viva Palestina! Viva, viva Palestina! Viva, viva Palestina! Viva, viva Intifada! Viva, viva Intifada! Viva, viva Intifada! Viva, viva Intifada! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! 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 One solution! 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 Revolution! 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 مش عايزينكم تتكلموا بصفاء الاعلام بس. الاعلام يا رجاله. One solution. One solution. One solution. One solution. One solution. Revolution. 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 Palestine! Ceasefire now! 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 Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Viva viva intifada! Viva viva intifada! Viva viva intifada! Gaza Gaza don't cry! Gaza Gaza don't cry! Gaza Gaza don't cry! Gaza Gaza don't cry! Palestine will never die! 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 From the river to the sea! 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 Palestine will be free! 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 Netanyahu criminal! 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 Israel terrorist! Israel terrorist! Israel terrorist! Israel terrorist! Netanyahu terrorist! Netanyahu terrorist! وحدة وحدة وطنية! إسلامي مسيحية! إسلامي مسيحية! إسلامي مسيحية! إسلامي مسيحية! فيفا فيفا بالستينا! فيفا فيفا بالستينا! One solution! One solution! One solution! Revolution! 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 Free Palestine! 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 Netanyahu criminal! Netanyahu criminal! Netanyahu criminal! Netanyahu criminal! Biden criminal! Biden criminal! Biden criminal! Biden criminal! The occupation has to go away! The occupation has to go away! The occupation has to go away! Viva viva intifada! Viva viva intifada! Viva viva intifada! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! 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 Occupation has to go! Occupation has to go! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Stop it, stop genocide! Stop it, stop genocide! Stop it, stop genocide! Stop, stop genocide! Stop it, stop genocide! Stop, stop genocide! Stop it, stop genocide! Stop, stop genocide! Israël crimineel!
provisional measures, the rights claimed by South Africa on the merits, and for which it is seeking protection, must be at least plausible. This threshold does not require the court to determine definitively whether the rights which South Africa wishes to see protected exist. Rather, the rights asserted must merely be grounded in a possible interpretation of the Convention, and the court must be concerned to preserve by such measures the rights which may subsequently be adjudged by it to belong to either party. Palestinians in Gaza as a very substantial and important part of the Palestinian national, racial and ethnic group, simply but profoundly are entitled to exist. As South Africa's ambassador pointed out in opening, to secure their right to exist, Israel's willful defiance of Palestinians' rights, South Africa turns to this court, seeking to protect the core rights of Palestinians in Gaza, to be protected from acts of genocide, attempted genocide, direct and public incitement to genocide, complicity in conspiracy to commit genocide. The court noted the Convention prohibits the destruction of women, or part of that group, including children, or serious bodily and mental harm. Of the victim groups that this honourable court has previously protected by its issuance of provisional measures in the past. Unilateral confirms the rights issued and their violation. But Israel has committed and is committing acts capable of being characterized as genocidal. You have heard from Ms. Hassan about direct extermination of thousands of people and children of the Palestinian population in Gaza since 7 October last year. And South Africa and the world together stand witness to the forced evacuation of over 85% of the population of Gaza from their homes, and the herding of them into ever smaller areas without adequate shelter or medical care to be attacked, killed, and harmed. So, the rights are immediately and urgently in need of protection because of the ongoing denial by Israel of the conditions necessary for life. It is difficult, with respect, to think of a clearer or more abundantly urgent case. I read the same. The chief economist of the United Nations World Food Programme chillingly warned a week ago, on the 3rd of January, and I quote, "I've been doing this," he said, "for the past 2 decades, and I've been to all kinds of conflicts and all kinds of crises. And for me, this, the situation in Gaza, is unprecedented because of, one, the magnitude, the scale, the entire population of a particular place. Second, the severity. And third, the speed at which this is happening, at which this has unfolded, is unprecedented." He concluded, "In my life, I've never seen anything like this in terms of severity, in terms of scale, and then in terms of speed." Madam President, esteemed judges, the core rights on the evidence provided by South Africa in its application are demonstrably being violated. Multiple further statements by UN bodies and experts, as well as various expert human rights organizations and institutions and states, all of which are set out in South Africa's application, confirm as much. They collectively have considered the acts committed by Israel to be genocidal, or at the very least warned that the Palestinian people are at risk of genocide. Since the application was initiated, further states, 13 to date, including the Arab League and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, representing 57 states, as well as other experts, have expressed their support for the case, thereby underlining the plausibility of South Africa's claim for provisional measures. For the purposes of the invocation of provisional measures, the rights asserted by South Africa under the Genocide Convention and their protection corresponds with the very object and purpose of the Convention. Based on the materials before the court, they what Israel complained of capable of being characterized as at least plausibly genocidal. As Mr. Nkompatobi has explicated, the evidence of the specific genocidal intent is clear from the statements by Israeli government officials and soldiers towards Palestinians in Gaza, and which may be characterized as at the very least plausibly genocide. This at least plausible genocidal intent can also be deduced from the pattern of conduct against Palestinians in Gaza. It is also, again at the very least, plausible that Israel has failed to prevent or to punish genocide, conspiracy to commit genocide, direct and public incitement to genocide, attempted genocide, and complicity in genocide. And it is further plausible that South Africa has an obligation to prevent genocide, including by taking all reasonable measures within its powers to influence effectively the actions of persons perpetrating and likely to commit genocide or engaging in direct or public incitement to genocide. So let me be clear. South Africa's obligation is motivated by the need to protect Palestinians in Gaza and their absolute rights not to be subject to genocidal acts. Notwithstanding the incontestably serious nature of the allegations against Israel, the court should not be required, before granting provisional measures, to ascertain whether the existence of a genocidal intent is the only plausible inference to be drawn from the material before it. That would amount to the court making a determination on the merits. Moreover, South Africa has stressed that any motive or effort by Israel to destroy Hamas does not preclude genocidal intent by Israel towards the whole or part of the Palestinian people in Gaza. Evidence of other motives explaining its conduct as a perpetrator will not save Israel from a finding, but it also possessed the requisite genocidal intent. And because of a fundamental feature of genocide, namely that the prohibitions on genocide and associated offences are discourteous in nature, they are subject therefore to no exceptional qualification. They are absolute in nature, in times of war and peace, always and everywhere. Furthermore, the fact that the alleged acts may also be characterized as crimes other than genocide should not exclude the plausible inference of the existence of genocidal intent. As the UN Secretary General has stated, the prevention of genocide is intrinsically connected to preventing crimes against humanity and war crimes, as these crimes tend to occur in the same situation rather than as isolated events. Consequently, he said, initiatives aimed at preventing one of the crimes will in most circumstances also cover the others. And as also set out in the ILC articles on state responsibility, the wrongful act of genocide is generally made up of a series of acts which are themselves internationally wrongful. Madam President, honourable members of the Court, South Africa's claims thus conceal in the first place its own obligations as a state party to the Genocide Convention to act to prevent and punish genocide. In the application, South Africa has stressed that it is acutely aware of its own obligation as a state party to the Convention to prevent genocide. Indeed, this court has recognized the universal character both of the condemnation of genocide and of the preparation required in order to liberate mankind from such an odious scourge. As the prohibition of genocide is assuredly a peremptory norm of international law on these predicates, it is crucial that states pursue their interest under the Convention in ensuring acts of genocide are prevented. Additionally, due to the special characteristics of the Genocide Convention, the respondent state owes this duty not only to the Palestinian people, but to all states parties to the Genocide Convention, including South Africa. This has been emphasized repeatedly by this court and most recently in the Gambia case, where the court held, and I quote, all the states parties to the Genocide Convention have a common interest to ensure that acts of genocide are prevented, and that if they occur, their authors do not enjoy impunity. That common interest, said the court, implies that the obligations in question are owed by any state party to all the other states parties to the Convention. Similarly, the court has reiterated that in such a convention, the contracting states do not have any interests of their own. They merely have, one and all, a common interest, namely the accomplishment of those high purposes, which are the raison d'etre of the convention. Accordingly, any state party to the Genocide Convention, and not only a specially affected state, may invoke the responsibility of another state party with a view to ascertaining the alleged failure to comply with its obligations, erga omnes partes, and to bring that failure to an end. That means that South Africa is asserting both a collective and an individual right. It is thus beyond doubt that South Africa is entitled to invoke the responsibility of Israel under the Genocide Convention, through South Africa's interest in the common interest, and as a state party to the Genocide Convention itself, it is entitled to safeguard compliance with that instrument. As has been explained, the events unfolding in Gaza at the hands of the Israeli forces are frighteningly unprecedented. Yet what this court is being asked to do in these proceedings, interdicting genocidal acts on an interim basis, is sadly by no means novel. In relation to genocide, the court has indicated provisional measures in analogous circumstances to these. In the Gambia case, where as here, the state sought provisional measures on the basis of the erga omnes right that the Genocide Convention be complied with. Also in respect of genocide, the court did the same in the Bosnia and Ukraine cases. And most recently, this court further accepted the erga omnes character of parties' rights in relation to the Torture Convention. So South Africa respectfully contends that in this case, the rights of the Palestinians in Gaza are no less worthy of this court's considerable protective power under Article 41 to issue provisional measures. This court cannot find, as it did in the Gambia case, where this court held that there is a correlation between the rights of members of groups protected under the Genocide Convention, the obligations incumbent on states parties thereto, and the right of any state party to seek compliance therewith by another state party. South Africa's request therefore complies with Article 41 of this court statute and engages the power of this court to preserve by such measures the rights which may subsequently be adjudged by it to belong to either party. South Africa requests this court to discharge that critical protective power. And South Africa does so by virtue of its own clear right and solemn obligations held towards the international community as a whole. For the court to implement one or more provisional measures, there must also be a link between the rights, the protection of which is sought, and the provisional measure being requested. Such a link manifestly exists, we say, between the rights claimed by South Africa in its application and the provisional measures requested, which are directly linked to the rights which form the subject matter of the dispute. The provisional measures sought therefore ensure the protection of rights which might ultimately form the basis of a judgment in the exercise of the court's jurisdiction in due course. The rights at stake in these proceedings are certainly at least plausible, grounded in a possible interpretation of the Convention, and as the Convention imposes on parties the obligation to prevent and punish genocide under Article 1, and in doing so intends to protect groups and parts of groups from genocide. The Convention was designed to protect both states, parties, and human groups. When acts in breach of the Convention are perpetrated, it is the fundamental rights of people and the relevant group that are violated. Those fundamental rights of Palestinians in Gaza will be the subject of any judgment by this court on the merits. Madam President, members of the court, to find otherwise will not only be to treat Palestinians differently as less worthy of protection than others, it would also be for the court to unduly limit its own competence, to turn its back upon its extensive prior jurisprudence, and to close its eyes to the breach of the rights which lie at the heart of the Convention, and which breaches are taking place in Gaza right now as I close. Madam President, I ask you now to call Ms. Negrali KC to the podium, who will address you on the risk of further genocidal acts, the risk of irreparable harm and urges, and I thank you for your attention.
I thank Professor Duplessis, and I now invite Ms. Lenny Negrali to take the floor. You have the floor, madam.
Madame la Présidente, Mesdames et Messieurs les juges, c'est un grand honneur pour moi de paraître devant la Cour de nouveau. C'est également à la fois un privilège et une lourde responsabilité que de représenter l'Afrique du Sud dans cette affaire d'une si grande gravité. Il me revient de vous accompagner de l'extension du préjudice de ces We are listening there. I believe that is the first non-South African advocate representing South Africa, that is Irish advocate Glenn Grayley, who is now addressing the International Court of Justice. He is speaking French, and do we have a translation? All right, well, we will wait for a translation on that, but while we wait for that, let's... All right. I believe we have a translation. Let's listen in.
Before that, I should like to address South Africa's sincere apologies to the Francophone members of the court for not having made any of its submissions in French. South Africa would ask you not to regard this as a lack of courtesy on its part. If you will allow, I shall now continue my pleadings in English.
Madam President, members of the court, There is an urgent need for provisional measures to protect Palestinians in Gaza from the irreparable prejudice caused by Israel's violations of the Genocide Convention. The United Nations Secretary General and its chiefs described the situation in Gaza variously as a crisis of humanity, a living hell, a bloodbath, a situation of utter deepening and unmatched horror, where an entire population is besieged and under attack, denied access to the essentials for survival on a massive scale. As the United Nations Under-Secretary General for Humanitarian Affairs stated last Friday, and I quote, "Gaza has become a place of death and despair. Families are sleeping in the open as temperatures plummet. Areas where civilians were told to relocate for their safety have come under relentless attack, bombardment. Medical facilities are under relentless attack. The few hospitals that are partially functional are overwhelmed with trauma cases, critically short of all supplies, and inundated by desperate people seeking safety. A public health disaster is unfolding. Infectious diseases are spreading in overcrowded shelters as sewers spill over. Some 180 women are giving birth daily amidst this chaos. People are facing the highest levels of food insecurity ever recorded. Famine is around the corner. For children in particular, the last 12 weeks have been traumatic. No food, no water, no school, nothing but the terrifying sounds of war, day in and day out. Gaza has simply become uninhabitable. Its people are witnessing daily threats to their very existence, while the world watches on." End quote. The court has heard of the horrific death toll and of the more than 7,000 Palestinian men, women and children reported missing, presumed dead, or dying slow, excruciating deaths trapped under the rubble. Reports of sealed executions and torture and ill treatment are mounting, as are images of decomposing bodies of Palestinian.
zijn klaar, ze hebben de vlaggen weggehaald.
Perfect. Yeah, man. Here.
Hallo. Jullie willen even vragen praten?
Super cow.
For over 3 months, the mounting of continuous siege of Gaza, of a ferocity and duration it can only be seen as an attempt to destroy Gaza and its citizens. And it is publicly asserting that it will continue to do so. You are aware of the scale of the death and the scale of the destruction. And it is continuing at this very minute. The court has said that, quote, a state's obligation to prevent genocide and the corresponding duty to act arise at the instant that the state learns of, or should normally have learned of, the existence of a serious risk that genocide will be committed. From that moment onwards, if a state has available to it means likely to have a deterrent effect, those suspected of preparing genocide or reasonably suspected of harbouring specific intent, it is under a duty to make such use of those means as the circumstances permit. End quote. And that is what South Africa has done by making this application. Cases such as La Grande, Havana, Jaga, this court has exercised its power to order provisional measures having regard to the impact not only of provisional measures on the state's parties to a case, but also to the impact on the individuals directly affected and their rights. It has issued orders to restrain states from killing individuals in a manner alleged to violate international law. And that is what South Africa is requesting. After more than 23,000 individuals have already been killed in the siege and bombardment of Gaza, the overwhelming majority of them innocent men, women and children. The court also issues orders to safeguard the integrity of its proceedings and the efficacy of its final ruling. In the Bosnia genocide case, for example, he ordered that the parties, quote, not take any action and ensure that no action is taken which may aggravate or extend the existing dispute over the prevention or punishment of the crime of genocide, or render it more difficult of solution. Without such non-aggravation orders, there is a real risk The respondent will rush to complete its unlawful conduct before the court's final ruling, thus rendering the ruling and the court.
over alleen.
And that is why all countries of violating genocide of society. The movement request is for violence in accordance with the conditions of genocide. Actively support conduct that violates the Genocide Convention. Reported intervention 36 hours ago. Israeli authorities have given him practically nothing to stop the flow of genocidal intent, including statements fact-finders and foreign journalists are unable to report freely from Gaza. Hence, the fact request for an order directing the preservation finally, South Africa insists that the court requires specific records for this matter. What is it doing? General assurances are not enough.
يا سيسي يا بن سلمان يا كلاب الامريكان يا خنازير الامريكان يا سيسي ويا بن سلمان يا سيسي يا بن سلمان يا خنازير الامريكان يا خنازير الامريكان علي يا بلادي علي علي يا بلادي علي الموت ولا المذلة الموت ولا المذلة فلسطين 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 لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله والشهيد حبيب الله والشهيد حبيب الله والشهيد حبيب الله والشهيد حبيب الله يم الشاهد نيالي يم الشاهد نيالي شارد امي بدالي شارد امي بدالي
no one the continuous reality of Israel's grip on Gaza.
Connecting, work together.
The civil liberties to be made here. What Israel is doing in Gaza, it is doing in territory under internal control. Its actions It is that no matter how monstrous or appalling an attack or provocation, genocide is never a permitted response. Every use of force, whether used in self-defense, or in enforcing an occupation, or in policing operations or otherwise, must stay within the limits set by international law, including the explicit duty of Article 1 of the Convention to prevent genocide. South Africa believes that the publicly available evidence of the scale of the destruction resulting from the bombardment of Gaza and the deliberate restriction of food, water, medicines and electricity available to the population of Gaza demonstrates that the government of Israel, not Jewish people or Israeli citizens, the government of Israel and its military is intent on destroying the Palestinians in Gaza as a group and is doing nothing to prevent or punish the actions of others who support that. And I repeat, the point is not simply that Israel is acting disproportionately. The point is that the prohibition on genocide is an absolute, a peremptory rule of law. Nothing can ever justify genocide. No matter what side of the Jews within the group of Palestinians in Gaza may have done, and no matter how great the threat to Israeli citizens might be, genocidal attacks on the whole of Gaza and the whole of its population with the intent of destroying them cannot be justified. And no exception can be made in a provisional measures order to allow a state to engage in actions that are capable of violating its obligations under the Genocide Convention. It is unthinkable that a court would ever do such a thing. That is the simple point in this case. Genocide can never be justified in any circumstance. Israel's actions will be examined closely and methodically at the merits stage, when the court will want to hear what Israel has to say in its defense. What matters now is that the evidence indicates that Israel's actions have violated its obligations under the Genocide Convention, that they continue to violate them, and that Israel has asserted that it intends to continue them. Israel may say that it will comply with all of its obligations under the Genocide Convention and that orders from the court are not necessary. But in previous cases, the court has held that such unilateral statements do not remove the risk of irreparable prejudice or obviate the need for a court order. In this case, one reason for doubting the efficacy of any such unilateral undertaking is Israel's apparent inability to see that it has done anything wrong in grinding Gaza and its people into the dust. Another reason is that a departure from or reinterpretation of any unilateral undertaking by Israel may lead to consequences so appalling that the risk simply cannot be taken. But there is a third reason. As was noted during the submissions to this court in the case concerning the reservations to the Genocide Convention in 1951, quote, "The obligation to submit disputes concerning the interpretation or execution of the Convention to the International Court of Justice was regarded as one of the
خلقنا نعيش بدون نحن شعب الحرية نحن شعب الحرية نحن شعب الحرية نحن شعب الحرية حرية 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 واحنا مش إرهابية واحنا مش إرهابية واحنا مش إرهابية ايجوا الخواجات ايجوا الخواجات اخذوا حارتنا اخذوا حارتنا كسروا لعبتنا كسروا لعبتنا دواليب الدم دواليب الدم ما تهموها
proceed to read the measures requested by South Africa. On the basis of the facts set forth above, South Africa as a state party to the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide respectfully requests the courts, as a matter of extreme urgency, pending the court's determination of this case on the merits, to indicate the following provisional measures in relation to the Palestinian people as a group protected by the Genocide Convention. These measures are directly linked to the rights that form the subject matter of South Africa's disputes with Israel. 1. The state of Israel shall immediately suspend its military operations in and against Gaza. 2. The state of Israel shall ensure that any military or irregular armed units which may be directed, supported or influenced by it, as well as any organizations and persons which may be subject to its control, direction or influence, take no steps in further reasonable measures within their power to prevent genocide. 4. The State of Israel shall, in accordance with its obligations under the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide, in relation to the Palestinian people as a group protected by the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide, desists from the commission of any and all acts within the scope of Article 2 of the Convention. In particular, A. Killing members of the group. B. Causing serious bodily or mental harm to the members of the group. C. Deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction in whole or in part. And D. Imposing measures intended to prevent births within the group.
Dat is het, zeg maar, die mooie luizen.
5. The state of Israel shall, pursuant to point 4, paragraph C above, in relation to Palestinians, desist from and take all measures within its power, including the rescinding of relevant orders, of restrictions and or prohibitions to prevent A, the expulsion and forced displacement from their homes, B, the deprivation of access to adequate food and water, access to humanitarian assistance, including access to adequate fuel, shelter, clothes, hygiene and sanitation, medical supplies and assistance, and C, the destruction of Palestinian life in Gaza. Number 6, the state of Israel shall, in relation to Palestinians, ensure that its military, as well as any irregular armed units or individuals which may be directed, supported or otherwise influenced by it, and any organizations and persons which may be subject to its control, direction or influence, do not commit any acts described in 4 and 5 above, or engage in direct and public incitement to commit genocide, conspiracy to commit genocide, attempt to commit genocide, or complicity in genocide, and insofar as they do engage therein, that steps are taken towards their punishment pursuant to Articles 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide. Number 7, the state of Israel shall take effective measures to prevent the destruction and ensure the preservation of evidence related to allegations of acts within the scope of Article 2 of the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide. To that end, the state of Israel shall not act to deny or otherwise restrict access by fact-finding missions, international mandates and other bodies to Gaza to assist in ensuring the preservation and retention of said evidence. Number 8, the state of Israel shall submit a report to the court on all measures taken to give effect to this order within 1 week, as from the date of this order, and thereafter at such regular intervals as the court shall order, until a final decision on the case is rendered by the court, and that such reports shall be published by the court, I beg your pardon. Number 9, the state of Israel shall refrain from any action and shall ensure that no action is taken which might aggravate or extend the disputes before the court or make it more difficult to resolve. Thank you, Madam President and distinguished members of the court. That concludes South Africa's address.
Whose statement brings to an end the single round of oral argument of South Africa as well as this morning's sitting. The court will meet again tomorrow, 12 January 2024 at 10 a.m. to hear the single round of oral argument this week. The sitting is adjourned.
You are watching Al Jazeera, and the court adjourns in the Hague, the International Court of Justice, presided by Joe Donahue, the judge from the United States, 15 permanent members of that court, plus a judge from South Africa and a judge from Israel, sitting 17 of them now adjourned until tomorrow, when they will then reconvene to hear Israel's side of the story and their case, a rebuttal of the petition made by South Africa. Let's join Thomas McManus, Director of International State Crime Initiative at Queen Mary University, joins us from London. Thank you for being so patient. I know it's been a very long process this morning, and we've been dipping in and out of your comments as we've gone. I wouldn't mind getting an overview of...
Free Palestine!
Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. End Dutch complicity. End Dutch complicity. Free, free Palestine. From the sea to the river. Palestine will live forever. Palestine will live forever. From oppression to liberation. From oppression to liberation. We will end the occupation. We will end the occupation. Occupation down, down. Occupation down, down. Liberation up, up. Liberation up, up. Palestine up, up. Israel down, down. Israel down, down. Israel down, down. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8! 5, 6, 7, 8! Israel is a terrorist state! Israel is a terrorist state! Boycott, boycott Israel! Boycott, boycott Israel! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! From the
sea to the river.
From the sea to the river.
Palestine will live forever.
Palestine will live forever.
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry.
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry.
We will never let you die.
We will never let you die.
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry.
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry.
Palestine will never die.
Palestine will never die.
There is only one solution.
There is only one solution.
Intifada revolution.
Intifada revolution.
There is only one solution.
There is only one solution.
Intifada revolution.
Intifada revolution.
Viva, viva Palestina.
Viva, viva Palestina.
Viva, viva Intifada.
Viva, viva Intifada.
Intifada revolution.
Intifada revolution.
Rudda, Rudda, you can't hide. Stop supporting genocide. Biden, Biden, you can't hide. Stop supporting genocide. Stop that genocide. Stop that genocide. Stop bombing Gaza. Stop bombing Gaza. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is Thursday. Boycott, boycott Israel.
Boycott Israel.
Protest Honda.
Protest Honda.
Bloedania Honda.
Bloedania Honda.
Netherlands Honda.
Netherlands Honda.
Bloedania Honda.
Bloedania Honda.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Israel to the ICC.
Israel to the ICC.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Israel to the ICC.
Israel to the ICC.
Boycott, boycott Israel.
Boycott, boycott Israel.
Boycott, boycott Israel.
Boycott, boycott Israel.
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry.
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry.
We will never let you die.
We will never let you die.
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry.
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry.
Palestine will never die.
Palestine will never die.
Ceasefire now.
Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Gaza.
Free, free Gaza.
Free, free Gaza.
Free, free Gaza.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
From the sea to the river.
From the sea to the river.
Palestine will live forever.
Palestine will live forever.
Palestine will live forever.
Palestine will live forever.
From oppression to liberation.
From oppression to liberation.
We will end the occupation.
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 Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Gaza.
Free, free Gaza.
Free, free Gaza.
Free, free Gaza.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
Occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is our state.
Israel is a terrorist state.
Israel is our state.
Israel is a terrorist state.
Israel is our state.
Israel is a terrorist state.
Stop the genocide. genocide!
Stop the genocide!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Thank you everyone for being here. We're just going to say a few words. We're going to move in 10 minutes, but till then. Today we are here to stand with Palestine. Today we are here to stand with South Africa. I'd like to talk about 1948 and a few significant events that happened in 1948 that led us to this very day today. Obviously in 1948 we all know about the Nakba. We all know about what happened to the Palestinians and how the state of Israel was established in a very unjust way. But not only did that happen in 1948, the Genocide Convention itself was created in 1948, and South Africa had apartheid rule begin in 1948. And South Africa then had to endure all sorts of different oppression, and that's what gave South Africa the moral clarity to act in the way that it has acted now, to be the only country that was committed to its commitments with the Genocide Convention. Making sure that they are consistent with their values, they are consistent with the promises that they make, unlike all the different countries in the world. Today, South Africa has set a precedent. They have set a precedent for the rest of the world on how a state should act when they make a promise, when they sign something. We will forever be grateful for what South Africa did today. We expect other countries to learn from what South Africa did today. And as we say Arabic, we will always remember what South Africa did today. And I would like to emphasize that today and tomorrow, they are historic days. No matter what the outcome is, something big will come out of this, and we will make sure that something big comes out of this. Whether the ICJ rules it a genocide or not, there will be big ramifications. If the ICJ rules it not a genocide, we know that the case that South Africa presented today could never lose in a just system. So if somehow they lose this case, the whole facade of international law falls apart. In the case that it is ruled a genocide, we expect that the United States and Israel will not comply to the ruling. And that will also be something big. That will show that they don't give a shit what they do, that they will break any laws to achieve the things that they want to do, that they're hungry for power, and that they don't care what anyone else says. But that is why we will make sure that the world is aware of this. Whatever the ruling is, the world is watching, and we will be loud, and we will make sure that eventually this will lead to a free Palestine. This will lead to the end of the genocide. This will lead to an end to the occupation. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
FIFA, FIFA Palestina!
Viva, viva Palestina!
FIFA, FIFA Intifada!
Viva, viva Intifada!
FIFA, FIFA Intifada!
Viva, viva Intifada!
Free, free, free Palestine!
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 Stop, stop, stop genocide!
Stop, stop, stop genocide!
Stop, stop, stop genocide!
Stop, stop, stop genocide!
From the river to the sea!
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 Palestine will be free!
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 Gaza, Gaza, don't cry!
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry!
Gaza, Gaza, don't cry!
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry!
Palestine will never die!
Palestine will never die!
Palestine will never die!
Palestine will never die!
Palestine!
doesn't mean their occupation ended. And so today we will chant with our South African brothers and sisters in Afrikaans, and we will say, shoot, shoot, shoot the boar. And now in Afrikaans, if there is someone who knows Afrikaans that can help, but please repeat after me. Dubula, dubula. Dubula, dubula. Dubula, dubula. Dubula, ibono. Dubula, ibono. Dubula, ibono. Dubula, ibono. Shoot our boards, South Africa. Shoot our boards. Shoot our boards, South Africa. Now we will move towards the central station. And thank you to everyone being here. And we want to thank you from Palestine for being here as well. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river. 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 Palestine will live forever. Palestine will live forever. Palestine will live forever. We can start moving this together in the station.
From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! Palestine will be free! Free! Palestine! Free! Palestine! Free! Free! Palestine! Free! Free! Palestine! Free! Free! Palestine!
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
From the sea to the river!
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 Palestine will live forever!
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 1, 2, 3, 4!
1, 2, 3, 4!
1, 2, 3, 4!
1, 2, 3, 4!
Occupation no more!
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 5, 6, 7, 8!
5, 6, 7, 8!
Israel is terror state! Free, free Palestine! 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 Viva, viva Palestina! Viva, viva Palestina! Viva, viva
Anyway, I think I have it on my if it's Muslim, every news company in the world will be saying
There's a provisional decision to stop that maybe there is.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
La suona, ma perché? Ma io la conosco lei. Esatto. Ma no, si là di lui che non sono lì, ma mi interessava sull'abilità. Io stamattina ho preso la voce di Tizio, però non vengono fuori da lì e io non ce l'ho credito, io non me l'hanno dato.
Huh? Is this okay? Well, they do stink. Can we just let him come?
So no. But not
media friendly. Well, yeah. But it will still be an observation.
Can I come over there?
Maybe there's something else. Oh yeah. So they always take them offline. Thank you. Honestly, no. Let's have a plug-in arm thing. Civil society.
Bon, 5 minutes ago, yeah. They said that for them it's a bit difficult for some of the journalists because they're doing the live shots and kind of block their background. Yeah, so I think said by quarter past the journalists were saying generally by quarter past most people will be done with their lives, and then that will be a good time for us to put it in
Oh. Yeah, like that.
I don't want to. I know what people have come. Sufyan, hello. Hi. How are you? Welcome. Welcome today. No problem.
I described as that, but that's just me. I'm not really sure if I can tell. I need to get a check. It's really hesitant to just even reading referring to like, I was just fucking patient. He was like, it's very difficult sound.